If you are a parent or just someone that is looking for manga for young readers, today's Top 5 Wednesday video is totally for you, friends. Happy Wednesday, my friends! I'm very excited for this video. It is another Top 5 Wednesday video and super pumped for it. But in case if you're not familiar with Top 5 Wednesday, in a nutshell, basically each week we answer a prompt using 5 books, but in this case I do manga to reflect the said prompt. And today's prompt is young readers. A few weeks ago we talked about manga that got us into reading. I was just totally so excited for that video. I'm always excited. I always feel like I sound repetitive, but every time I really mean it, I'm really excited to film these videos. But anyway, last week was National Book Awards week, which we did talk about different manga, award-winning manga, which was really informative and insightful and just learned so much. I didn't realize that also last week was National Children's Book Week, I believe it is, and just, you know, encouraging children to read and foster that love of reading at a young age. So even though it's like a week later, today we're actually talking about books that are for young readers. And I was about to say manga for young readers, and technically the prompt is talking about we're spotlighting books from our childhood or books that just really made a huge impression on us when we were kids. I didn't read manga when I was a kid, so I'm like, I can't answer this prompt technically by the way that it was written. So I was actually going to talk about different manga that I feel are great for younger readers. Younger readers, I'm not going to give an age because, you know, that always depends on the parent or the guardian or just the person gifting a book or giving a book. So use that as at your discretion. But I did manga that I know for sure that my kids have read and have really enjoyed. So most of these are more geared towards boys than they are girls, though obviously girls could read them too. But I think of like, was it Frozen 2, which has one of the most beautiful covers I've seen geared towards kids, and the art inside is super gorgeous. I have not personally read it, and I guess that will be my second honorable mention. But I guess like if you know a child that really enjoys Elsa and just Frozen, I feel like that is a very great manga to check out because it is just so very beautiful, and I've just wanted to get it for the cover art alone, even though I haven't seen Frozen 2 and I liked Frozen, the first one. Okay. Anyway, ramble aside, let's go ahead and kick us off with number 1, and that is Dinosaur Hour. All 3 of my kids absolutely love this book so much. I have read it and I feel so bad because anyway, this summer, you guys know, well, if you've been following this channel, was a hot mess because our AC was out for a month, and then a few weeks later school started, and then sickness, and it's just been a hot mess. Well, it was a hot mess. It's not one now, thankfully. But Dinosaur Hour is one that me and my oldest really wanted to do a video review for because he just loved it. I've read it at least once. I feel like my youngest I know is definitely, well, she's looked at the pictures, she can't read. She's only 3, but she loves this. My oldest, I think, has read it twice, and then my second oldest has read it once. So this is very much loved in our family. It is an older manga. I've never seen it in stores. There's only 1 volume, which is so unfortunate because my kiddo was super bummed. It's a very humorous take on dinosaurs, and there are so many different dinosaurs. Like, I can't even list or name all the different dinosaurs that are in this manga, and the art is more a little bit maybe on the simpler side, but I don't mean that in a bad way. But it's very easy to follow, but it definitely gives, I mean, almost every chapter has a different kind of dinosaur, which that was the one thing that my youngest really loved because she could see all the different dinosaurs. I think my oldest actually enjoyed this more because it was just so funny, and it really, really is. It's definitely, I don't know if gag manga is the right word. I felt as an adult it was a good gag manga, but my kiddos thought it was just very funny seeing the different things that happen to these dinosaurs and the different things that they do to other dinosaurs. So it's one I would definitely highly recommend. It was the first one I thought of that I'm like, my kids would be disappointed if I didn't share this as my first pick for young readers, because that's one that they definitely have felt that other kids would really enjoy too. For my second one, I'm a little bit disappointed about this one, and that is Super Mario Manga Mania. Not because it's bad or anything like that, but because this was the first manga I actually ever got my oldest, but he didn't like that he had to read it basically backwards. At that time, he was younger, I should say, and he just didn't, I don't know, he said that he just didn't really enjoy that reading format, and I was super crushed. I was super crushed, but that's okay. I haven't actually read this one, and it's just a bunch of different, I think, short stories that center around Mario, but what I have read was really funny. The art is is unique. I feel like it maybe matches more of the original Mario, or at least like the cartoon Mario, like the older one, not the new movie that's coming out. But there's just different shenanigans that truly, like, these are definitely just shenanigans that unfold with Bowser, Yoshi, Luigi, Toad, Peach. Like, I think there's one point where like Mario and Luigi are trying to rescue Princess Peach, and to do it, look, there's even a tank right there. I don't even know why there's a tank in this manga, but there's a there's a tank. Let's see. Luigi has to dress up as Princess Peach to help save her so they can actually capture the real Princess Peach to get her out of like Bowser's castle. And things, if I remember right, I can't find it. They do not unfold well for Luigi, which things never unfold well for Luigi, if we're honest. But this is definitely a really fun one. Like, if your kiddo or a child really loves Mario, this is one that I would definitely recommend. I don't remember, this one's rated A for all ages, and the Dinosaur Hour was as well too. But I thought the art was cute, and it's one that I keep meaning to read, but literally all of these minus 2 titles are on my kiddos' bookshelves, so I don't think about reading them until I went in there. I'm like, yeah, I forgot that we even had this manga, and this was one of the ones I found on my oldest's bookshelf. Then I'm like, yeah. I'm like, does he remember that he still has this and needs to finish it, because his bookmark is still in there, right there. So yes, Mario Mania, very fun, and one that I, like I said, I would just definitely recommend as well. For number 3, I'm very, very excited for this one. I don't know which one to do, so I'm actually going to do both of them, and that is The Legend of Zelda, but it is not really, yeah, the legendary editions. Wait, yeah, these are the legendary editions. There's 4 total volumes of these. Well, omnibus editions. I think they're omnibus, because I think these are also like printed in singles. I don't know. But I know that there is a box set, and it's super cool. I've thought about getting it because it's just HS and it has all volumes. My second oldest, these are actually his personal volumes, and he loves these. I know for sure he's read Four Swords. I didn't personally like Four Swords as much. And I will give, like, I guess a heads up about Four Swords, that it's not scary, but these follow very closely to the lore in Zelda, so it does have sometimes like creepier elements. Definitely nothing graphic, and I will say Shadow Link was in this, and he looks super cool. And I actually like the ending part with Shadow Link. That was really, really good. And I think my second oldest really enjoys this one. I don't know if my oldest read it, but my second oldest loved this one because he liked that there was basically literally 4 different links. And some of them are a lot more funnier than others. Here we go. This is someone he has to fight. And so I don't know, I personally, like, in Zelda never liked the one-eyed monsters because I always thought they were sort of creepy looking. So it just has stuff like that. But I mean, there's nothing necessarily scary per se, like horror-wise, but just something to keep in mind. I guess wanted to share that as an FYI. But like I said, my second oldest really, really especially enjoyed this one. And I will say, for the other one we have, if you are a fan of the original game that came out on the Nintendo 64, this is like nostalgia. It is so nostalgic. I was like, oh my goodness, it follows very closely to the game, though it's not like a walkthrough of the game or anything like that, because it does have fictional aspects to it for sure, but it was just so fun trying to find a good picture. Like, look at the Princess of Zora. Look how cute she is. I remember her being super cute in the game too. Granted, it's been a long time since I have played that game specifically. Trying to find Grown Up Link, because I thought Grown Up Link looked super cool. Oh, here, look at Gandorf. Look at that. He looks awesome. And I really enjoyed all of his aspects in this story when I was skimming through it. This is one I haven't read yet either, because I forgot that my kiddo had it. And so I was like, oh, that's right, we have that, don't we? Here's a pretty cool one. The art in these is absolutely incredible. I feel like this specific volume has less creepier elements and potentially scarier. It's definitely kid-friendly, and it's interesting just to see, again, the story unfold and just how cool everybody looks. I know that's not really a good reason to read something. And I love how Zelda, like, she's so beautiful on the back. In fact, I was really happy that there was a scene, I think it's in Four Swords, where they held hands, and I was like, thank you. Anything to do to make that ship sail, because I was reading some fan fiction of them. And oh my goodness, I'm going to leave a link down to the one below that I read. It was so good. It's not for young readers, but that is one of the best fan fiction pieces I have ever read. And it's only 2 chapters. And I was like, I'm so crushed right now. I have still continued to think about that, even like quite a few days later. So anyway, back to Link. These definitely, if you're if you know a friend, it doesn't have to be a child, like just anyone that is a fan of Zelda, I feel like these are great ones to check out, especially this one has all the nostalgia. The art is very, very beautiful. This one is definitely more, I feel like, geared towards kids since everybody is a lot younger, and there's more playful humor and a lot of fun shenanigans in this one. This one I feel like is a little bit more serious, though not so like overwhelmingly serious like say like Twilight Princess, which I've never reviewed, but I did talk about that one briefly in my manga unhaul. Nothing wrong with that or anything like that, but it was, I felt a little bit too hesitant to use the word adult, but I feel like it was a little bit too much for my kiddos at this time for them to read. But these two, I would definitely, yes, like recommend and share, and my kids really enjoy these. Sorry, I feel like I got a little bit rambly on that one because I got excited talking about Zelda. On to number 4, very excited about this one. I actually read this one, or Buddy read this one with my kiddo, and that is Transformers. I never see anyone ever talking about this manga, but it is, as I say, it's so much fun, and it is fun, but I just will give a heads up that it is all over the place. Like, these aren't necessarily stories that go in like order time-wise, but just seeing Optimus and the original Transformers was such a cool, surreal feeling, and the art is some of the most detailed art I have ever seen in manga, period. It's so cool. It is so cool. My kiddo and I actually did a video review of this, so if you'd like to check it out, please do. It would make my kiddo's day. He was so very excited that we were able to talk about this and talk about our favorite characters. We did get volumes 2 and 3, but we have not read them just yet. But this one is not violent at all, and it's super kid friendly. In fact, I love seeing the Autobots just befriend this kiddo. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but it was a very, very cool. The Decepticons are very interesting, and I love seeing just the creativity of these stories, and just it was a lot of fun to read. Like, I felt as an adult that it made me feel like a kid again, and I was like, I wish I could hang out with the Autobots in the same way. There's a lot of cool colored pages at the end, so if you know someone, child or adult, that is a fan of Transformers, I definitely think this is a fun one to check out just for nostalgia purposes and seeing, whoa, this is the original Transformers and has inspired all of these, other shows, because right now our family's watching Transformers Earthspark on Paramount Plus. So very good. That is really good. I highly recommend that. My husband said he didn't really love it, but me and my oldest have definitely super enjoyed it. Love the characters. Love it. I love all of it. It has been so very good. This is super kid friendly. Another one that's rated, all ages. I think the only thing me and my kiddo said that sometimes was hard is you can't always tell who is who because there's so much going on the page. But again, it's very fun. I would love to see more people just check out Transformers because our family loves Transformers, especially my oldest. Like, that is his passion. That is his passion. So I definitely felt Transformers had to be mentioned. If you want to hear more thoughts about this, check out that review I did with my oldest and see why he loved it and why I also enjoyed it, even though I feel like I just totally rambled of why I like this, I think. For number 5, this was another one is like I have to do because my 3-year-old loves this series so much, and that is Winter Cat Q-chan. It is so cute, friends. I love this series so much. In fact, we just got volume 3 yesterday and I ordered volume 4 for her because it is such a beautiful colored manga, and it's very simple to read. Unlike the others that are all rated A, for all ages, this one is rated 10 and up, but it is so simple, like not in a bad way, and I love the color palette of these, and just Q-chan and his owner are the cutest thing, and this is cool. Look at the corner down here. See if he'll do it. Look, it's a picture. I think I did it the wrong way. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I did do it the wrong way. My bad. But it does have the little cute little thing at the bottom, though. And my daughter thinks that is so incredibly cool. These are so much fun. They're very quick and fast reads, and they are ones that just uplift your heart and make you feel so happy inside. I don't read like Winter Cat Q-chan often, but when I do pick it up, I'm just like, I feel so full right now. This is so cute. And my daughter, like, she'll just randomly pull them off my shelf and look at the pictures, and we'll read some of the, I was going to say chapters, but each chapter is just 1 page long, and they all have a title. Now, sometimes it'll be like part 1 and part 2, but it is super cute. This is such a very fun series. I feel like it's just a great one for any age, and where you can just read it and chill, and you're like, my day, if it was stressful, it just got unstressed by Q-chan because he's just too cute. Like, that's all I could say is she's just so cute. So this is one I would highly recommend. Very fun, and I love that it's in color. The storytelling is very cute. It's very fun. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I'm sounding like a broken record saying it's so cute, but it's just, it is, guys. If you read it, you'll know what I mean. It's very adorable, very wholesome, and just very sweet. And love how Q-chan just befriends everyone, though specifically his owner, and how much he loves them. It is very fun and just a wonderful read. Now, for my honorable mention, I technically used to have this manga, and that is Yuzu the Pet Vet. I originally picked it up for myself because it's super cute. I literally squealed in the store and I had people looking at me. I didn't mean to, but it was so adorable. Like these little puppy dogs and these cats, like, oh, it is so very precious. Anyway, I had gotten it, but then I think it was last year, my friend became a librarian at her kiddo's school, and she was looking for more kids books because she's like, our library is super lacking. And so I was like, here is some clean manga that is kid friendly. It is such a sweet one, I feel like, for kiddos. It is about Yuzu, the main girl. She's 11 years old, and her mom is sick, and she has to go live with her uncle who takes care of her, but he's also works as a veterinarian at a vet. But the thing is Yuzu is actually afraid of animals, and so it's her journey of connecting with animals. Like, I think there's bullying that goes on, there's her dealing with her mom's sickness, also just with these pets that, you know, they have illnesses too, and she learns how to take care of them. It is a very sweet and precious story, and I'm like, I need to get the volumes again. I really feel like my daughter would really love it. She's definitely one of those people that's into the cat manga, and it makes me laugh. I actually just ordered, was it My Sister the Cat? Super cute. I saw the first chapter. Very cute. I am so excited for that to arrive. And that, my friends, wraps up the 5 books, well, manga, and the one honorable mention that I would recommend for younger readers that are especially interested reading manga, and ones that don't make like you worry, like, what is my kiddo reading? You know, like, that's such a great feeling as a parent when you don't have to worry about what your kids are reading. So I would recommend any of these, but let me know, what are some manga that you feel are great for young readers? I would definitely love to hear what you would recommend, because I try to be super aware and mindful of what we pick up for them, especially when it comes to manga. So definitely leave any recommendations that you have down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!